For a long time, I thought that being a sensitive person was a burden. I used to wonder, why did I feel things so intensely? But over time, I started to see my sensitivity as something powerful, as a superpower. If you are someone that feels so deeply, this video is for you. Hi, I'm Liz. Welcome to my channel. I am here to help you discover your own power and embrace every layer of who you are. The highs, the lows, and everything in between. My mission is to create a space where we can share our honest experiences and insights on becoming our best selves and grow together. This video is inspired by something that I've deeply felt myself. You've been told that you are too emotional. Are you tired of being labeled as too sensitive? For a long time, I thought that being a sensitive person was a burden. I used to wonder, why did I feel things so intensely? But over time, I started to see my sensitivity as something powerful, as a superpower. If you are someone that feels so deeply, this video is for you. Here is why feeling deeply might just be your biggest strength. Being a sensitive person is sometimes misunderstood. It carries associations with being fragile or a weakness, or that a sensitive person cannot handle stressful situations. But in reality, sensitivity often comes with resilience and adaptability, which are great qualities to have. It actually takes a lot of strength to feel things so deeply and still show up in a world that doesn't always value that. I've been there myself, and I have fallen into the misconception and really truly feeling that my sensitivity was a burden. And I'm speaking from real life experiences. Sometimes feeling so deeply can be overwhelming. A lack of self-acceptance and emotional intelligence can lead to a depression and anxiety. I have been there, where I seen being a sensitive person as not a strength, as weakness. Why do I feel everything so deeply? I have been there. But now I know the truth is that sensitivity is a form of strength and lets us connect and empathize and support others in ways that can be incredibly powerful. Now, when I think about sensitivity, I think of a person who feels deeply, who is in tune with their surroundings and picks up on subtle emotions and energies that others might miss. And it takes resilience to navigate the world when you feel things so intensely. One of the beautiful things about being a sensitive person is that you can feel what others are going through, almost like if it's happening to you. Don't get me wrong, this isn't always easy, but it means that you have the ability to connect with others in a way that most can't. Empathy is a gift. It allows you to hold space and see different perspectives. When you are sensitive, empathy is not only a feeling, it is a skill. It means that you can sense what others are going through, sometimes without them even saying a thing. Sensitive people have a lot of empathy and compassion, and it allows you to connect and create a deep connection and understanding with others. Sensitive people feel with their hearts first, which helps them form genuine connection and trust their instincts. Intuition. Once you start trusting that gut feeling, there's so many beautiful things that can happen for you. Also helps you connect with people in a different way. You are able to tap into that energy, that feeling, and feel, is this a safe situation? Is this someone that I can trust? Do I feel safe with this person? Does this person feel safe with me? You are able to pick up in those energies, and that helps you build connections with people that is truly genuine and not only benefits you, but benefits their life as well. And that is what we're here for. Isn't that what the life experience is? To experience life in the most genuine way, by building connections with others, by being able to help others, by being able to empathize with others. That is what life is about. And I acknowledge that it could be very exhausting. When you haven't gained emotional intelligence, yeah, it could be extremely hard. I was there when I felt things so deeply, and instead of embracing it and instead of seeing it as a strength, it really did affect my life, and it debilitated me in many ways, because things would happen in my life, situations would happen in my life, and I did not know how to manage or cope with my emotions. So yes, feeling deeply can be something that is hard to navigate and hard to manage. You have to be self-aware. You need to be able to acknowledge and make hard decisions of when things are no longer serving you. When things are no longer serving you, you have to remove yourself, let them go, figure out a way to no longer let that impact you and your life. Setting boundaries is hard, but it's definitely necessary when you are a sensitive person. And that is something that has helped me navigate my life a lot better. It has also helped me build connections with people in ways that I could never imagine. The people that I connect with now, I know that I am connected with them in a much deeper level. I don't need to talk to them every single day for them to know that I value them and for me to know that they value me. When I have the privilege to be around others, I know that I am showing up as the most authentic version of myself. If I'm feeling sad, if I'm feeling happy, if I'm feeling mad, I am able to express those feelings, to connect with them in a different way. I'm not hiding who I am anymore. I do wear my heart on my sleeve. When things affect me, they do affect me. I do not let them define me. I could feel something very, very deeply for a day or two, a week, but I know that I can overcome those feelings and that I am going to be resilient. There was a time where I would suppress my feelings. That was a time when I was depressed, when I had debilitating anxiety, when I didn't have the best relationships in my life. That is a time that I was not living in my truth, when I was hiding. Now that I embrace being a sensitive person, when I embrace that I am someone that feels things very deeply, I am the most happiest that I've been. I've been able to really understand who I am and show up as that person. And when you show up as you, there is almost like a shield that you carry because you know that you are not hiding who you truly are. There are certain things that I lack, and one of those things was emotional intelligence. When you have emotional intelligence, you are able to understand and process complex emotions. These are 3 things that I did to gain emotional intelligence. Practice self-awareness. This is a crucial thing when you are going into a self-development or personal growth journey. Self-awareness is crucial, but these are little tips that I have that have helped me with my self-awareness. Journaling has helped me so much. These are the reasons why. 1, because I am spending the time, intentional time, to write things down and question my thoughts. Why are you feeling these emotions? Where is this coming from? Why is it triggering you? Being able to get those thoughts from here onto paper, it brings you a sense of understanding of yourself and understanding of where those emotions are coming from. Journaling has definitely helped me. Another thing that has helped me is meditation and mindfulness. Being able to be in the moment, taking a step back from your day-to-day life and having intentional time with your thoughts, or trying to shut down your thoughts, right? Trying to be able to focus on something that is happening right now. I am zoning in and being in tune with myself, with my surroundings. Being able to just slow down sometimes has been such a big benefit for me. There's so many things that happen in your day-to-day work, friendships, relationships, life. Like, there is so much that happens on your day-to-day basis, and being able to just take a step back and be with yourself will take you a long way. By spending the time to do these 2 things, journaling, meditation, and mindfulness, you start to recognize patterns. And once you start recognizing patterns, I believe that you are able to tackle them on in a different and more intentional way, because you are able to recognize the patterns. You're able to see, okay, you know what? This thing is throwing me off balance a little bit too much. What do I need to do to change the outcome? Clearly, when I continue to do this is the outcome. So what do I need to do? What is the self-reflection? What is the self-awareness that it is bringing me? And what am I going to do to change that? That is one thing that has truly helped me being more self-aware. Number 2 is developing, regulating your emotions. I could really go into this topic because I suffered from anxiety and depression for a very long time, but specifically anxiety was something that I did not know how to manage, and I did not know how to cope with it. So I went to therapy, and I also went to groups for anxiety. And the group that I was attending to, it was virtually how to cope with anxiety. He started each session a meditation, but every single session had a different meditation. Some of the meditation formats resonated with me and some of them didn't. The one that resonated with me the most was meditating, but focusing on my breath, focusing on inhaling inhaling on exhaling. Doing that for a few minutes, it really helps me regulate negative emotions, and it also helps me go into a state of major focus. If I'm trying to visualize something, that is kind of the steps that I do in the beginning of my meditation. I always start with inhaling, exhaling, and focusing on that, not focusing on anything else. That has been something that has really helped me. There's different things that can help you with regulating your emotions. You just need to find what best works for you. One tip that I truly have is try different things. Don't be afraid. Just because one thing doesn't work for you, don't just write it off and say, oh, that doesn't work for me. There's so many different ways of doing things, and what resonates with me and what works for me might not work for you, but you will find the thing that works for you if you just try. If you continue to seek the skills that might be the ones that resonate with you. So that is my tip. Don't write things off. Get uncomfortable and try things. And my final tip, seek to understand and not to respond. You know, we live in a world where everybody has their own opinion and everybody has their own perspective. And I think being able to have conversations with people that maybe don't have the same point of view as you, that maybe have a different perspective from you, go into those conversations with seeking to understand and not to respond. Because if it's just, oh, they're saying this and I'm saying this, it's just a back and forth. But when you are sitting there and you are listening to what they're saying and trying to understand, doesn't mean that you agree with them. I'm not saying that, but it means that, okay, I can understand your perspective. Once you start being able to understand different perspectives, it brings you a different type of understanding of others. Those are 3 tips that really help me with emotional intelligence. When you are a sensitive person, you are going to feel emotions very deeply. So being able to navigate those intense feelings is really going to help you embrace that being a sensitive person is a superpower. I know we already touched on this a little bit, but I definitely want to acknowledge it. Yes, being a sensitive person has its challenges. I have learned that protecting my energy and setting boundaries is key. Sensitivity doesn't mean that you have to absorb everyone else's emotions, even though that at times it feels like you are, and that's okay. I've been there. I am an extremely sensitive person, and I do feel sometimes extremely exhausted and drained from being able to pick up on different energies, but I think it's crucial to take the time to recharge. In fact, it is necessary for you to take the time to recharge. It is a superpower. I am going to continue to call it a superpower. Spend time, step back, and recharge. It allows us to embrace our superpower, but also balance it. The major takeaway that I have had while embracing my sensitivity as a superpower is self-acceptance. They go hand in hand. If you are sensitive, own it. I truly believe that our emotions guide us. Learn to trust what you feel and embrace it instead of pushing it away is one of the most powerful things we could do. Show up as a sensitive person that you are and start building more meaningful connections with others around you. That is what I am here for. That is what this channel is for us to embrace who we truly are and build connections and spread more positivity into the world. I am a sensitive person and I choose to show up as that. That is my superpower. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please consider to subscribe and join the community that I hope to build here on YouTube, where we could share honest experiences and insights to becoming the best versions of ourselves. I really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.